besties. So we're going to start with our first of the two-part series of a deep clean with me before Christmas time this year. We're going to go ahead and start by cleaning our half bath. I try to use as clean of products as I can, although sometimes for like the toilets and things of that nature, you need something a little bit stronger. I'm so excited to decorate for Christmas with me. That will be up on Black Friday. So we're going to start by deep cleaning the sinks and kind of wiping down all of those surfaces so that they are ready for the Christmas decorations. We are excited to have Christmas with our 1.5-year-old this year. She's going to be 2 in January, but we took her shopping a couple of times this past weekend, and she was so excited when she saw all of the Christmas decorations. She was screaming Santa. Go ahead and link down below some things you're excited for Christmas this year. And enjoy some music while we clean the bathroom. Alrighty, whose least favorite part of cleaning is cleaning the toilets? I make sure when I clean the toilets, I always put a disposable glove on, just so that those harsher chemicals don't come in contact with your skin, along with everything else that goes along with cleaning a toilet. I also try to only use paper towels when I'm cleaning any kind of surface like that, just for sanitary reasons. And if you feel like there's still like a funky smell after you have cleaned the toilets and on the bottom, just make sure you wipe behind those walls too, just because that might be where the smell is coming from, especially if you have kiddos. So go ahead and finish cleaning the bathroom with me, and then I'll show it to you when it's all done. Alrighty, as you can see, we had an outfit change. This is the very next day. I never ever typically am able to get a deep cleaning done in one day because that is life and things happen and things need your attention. So we are starting off the next morning by folding the mound of laundry that I had to do that day. And I feel like when I have all the laundry folded and put away, it's always like a good start to my morning and just to my cleaning routine. I typically do laundry 2 to 3 times a week, and I try to include bedding once a week, and towels are normally 2 times a week, just because I like to keep all of that kind of stuff clean. This is also a good like me time activity. I normally throw on like my favorite YouTuber, or just like a TV show I'm watching. I can try to do it while everyone is still asleep, so I just get that little bit of me time. Go ahead and comment down below, what is your typical like laundry routine and how you kind of stay on top of it. I do feel like I'm doing laundry every time I blink, so if anyone has any suggestions on like what kind of laundry routine works for them, go ahead and comment that down below. We've also recently switched to using the Everspring laundry detergent that has just the essential oils in it, and I absolutely love the smell of it. It's very calming and relaxing. My daughter's little leg warmers, how cute are those? She started dance this year. She absolutely loves it. But I like seeing all of her little clothes. Everything is so cute. If only they could stay that little that long. So go ahead and finish folding this laundry with me. Grab a bin if you have some to do as well, and enjoy some music. Alrighty, so as we're finishing up that laundry, we're going to go ahead and put that away, and then let's tackle our next to-do. I'm going to try to deep clean this window. Now, of course, I have a little one, so those tiny fingerprints will be back shortly, but I go ahead and use some of my Everspring cleaner. I love this stuff for an all-natural cleaner. Typically that, Wegmans sells a really good all-natural cleaner, and then so does Mrs. Meyer, so I typically rotate between the 3 of those. you're going to go ahead and just clean those surfaces that you don't do on a day-to-day basis. Things get caked onto those windowsills quicker than you think, so I go ahead and clean those. Plus it just smells so good when it's all done. Once we're done with that, we're going to go ahead to the doorway. I absolutely love the look of white doors and white plates for the lights and stuff, but who else has it and notices that it gets so dirty so fast? Again, especially when you have little ones running around, I feel like it turns black by the time the day is over with food and fingerprints and whatnot. But it's nice to do this every couple of weeks just to kind of give that door like a nice refresh and make it nice and sparkling white again. So I go ahead and I just use that same multi-surface cleaner on the doors, and this one is a disinfectant because 'tis the season. It is starting to become sixth season, especially here where we live with the cold weather setting in. So I just try to disinfect everything at least once a week, surfaces and whatnot, like a good deep clean, but this deep I normally do seasonally. Then I go ahead and move all the shoes and use the Wegmans Cherry Almond Floor Cleaning Spray. This stuff smells so good. And then I make sure too, like where we put our shoes always ends up getting shoe marks and dirt marks, so I wipe down that wall and the molding as well, just so that when you walk in it smells so fresh and clean. And if anyone has any suggestions, I'm trying to figure out how I want to redo this corner. It's not very big, but just because I don't like the look of the way that the shoes look on the shelf. So if you have any ideas or any items that you use, please link them down below in the comment box. Any suggestions would be helpful. I just kind of want to redo that corner. Alrighty, let's move to the rest of the living room. Go ahead and wipe that side table down. I'm a huge fan of using lavender and cleaners just because I feel like it's so calming and refreshing. So go ahead and clean the rest of my furniture with me in the living room, and then we'll move on to our next task. our next step in our deep clean is taking care of my little girl's toy corner, throwing out any of the old books or ripped books, taking out all of the seasonal books, and just giving everything a quick wipe down. We are going to be getting her a kitchen set for Christmas, so that's going to go over here. We figured she's ready to kind of move into some bigger toys. So this whole corner is going to be getting redone in December, obviously, after Christmas. So I'm just trying to figure out storage for that area. So I'm not really going to do too much with this corner right now, except for just clean it and wipe it down and make sure everything's kind of reorganized and get rid of some of those toys that she's not using anymore. And we will figure out something for once Christmas is over to kind of redo this corner. This is also where the tree is going to be come Christmas time, so these toys are going to get moved anyways until Christmas is over once Black Friday hits and we decorate. So come join the fun as I straighten up this corner. Alrighty, at this point it is day 3, and outfit change number 3. As I said, when you have, especially a little one, but just life in general, it is hard to get through all of the cleaning in one day. So we are going to go ahead and tackle this kitchen as our last room. So while I'm going ahead and clearing out my counter, What are some things that you look forward to decorating the most for Christmas? I cannot wait to do my kitchen and my living room. I'm just trying to kind of figure out what the themes are going to be for each of those rooms, and my daughter's room. I'm excited to decorate that room. We are going to be redoing her bedroom to be more of that big girl bedroom in January when her birthday is. We're thinking about doing a Minnie Mouse theme, so her room is kind of torn apart right now as we kind of think of what we want to do. So go ahead and comment below. What room are you looking forward to decorating the most? And maybe share some themes or ideas that you might have. I also did a Aldi's shop with me this day, and restocked some of our necessities. So I'm going to go ahead and put these packs away. We try to stick to organic for any of her packs, things that don't have a lot of sugar in it, no additives, no food coloring. We're kind of big on that one. She absolutely loves them. She knows where they are now, so she just goes right ahead and grabs them out of the fridge. I also switched to some of the Iowa Pine by Mrs. Myers for our cleaning, and it smells so good. I couldn't stop smelling it the entire time I was cleaning. And I also like to use this because, again, it is an all-natural brand, and with having a little one around, I try to stick to that so that there's really no harsh chemicals touching her skin or anything she uses. So why don't you go ahead and start your kitchen with me. If you have a mess in your sink or just a mess in the kitchen in general that you want to clean with me, and let's tackle this mess together. Alrighty, and once I got all of that cleared out of the sink, I like to go ahead and just do a deep clean of the dishwasher. That gets kind of gross, especially when you use it as much as I do. So I go ahead and I just pour probably a quarter of a cup of baking soda and some lemon juice into a bowl, a glass dish that's dishwasher safe. And then I fill a mason jar about halfway up with some white distilled vinegar. And this is all stuff you can just get at the dollar store. But it's natural, so it's not gonna affect your dishwasher. So I go ahead and I wipe that down. I put that in the top rack and run the dishwasher on hot. This way it kind of disinfects and cleans out anything that's in that dishwasher. Then once I'm done, I'll take the filter out and clean that with dish soap as well, just to make sure that it's nice and clean moving forward for the next couple weeks. I'm trying to get this all cleaned up too. We are doing a chili football party next weekend, so I'm just trying to get everything cleaned up so I don't have to focus on it as much during the week, as our weeks get to be pretty busy. So I'm going to go ahead and finish cleaning those dishes up and getting our solution ready for our cabinets. So what I like to use for the cabinets when I do a deep clean, and again, this is something I typically do quarterly, unless obviously something gets spilled on it or needs it. But for these deep cleans, I like to just take extremely hot water, pretty much as hot as my hand can handle, and some dish soap. Today I'm using the Iowa Pine just to kind of give it that pre-season smell, and just really doing a deep clean of these cabinets. It's amazing how fast and how dirty these get. When I was done, the water was black. So I'm glad that I did it. And this also makes the rest of your house, especially in your kitchen, just smell so good and so clean and so fresh. Not my favorite thing to do, but it definitely needs to be done pretty often. So go ahead and tackle those cabinets with me. This is also a good time to go ahead and tackle the appliances that you have, especially the microwave. That one tends to get dirty pretty quick, and I feel like things sit because it's just not a place I typically am cleaning every day. So I just go ahead and I take that same solution, the hot water and the dish soap, and clean it. This way it's food safe, so you don't use any harsh chemicals in there. One thing you can do is, if it's super duper bad, go ahead and do that vinegar and baking soda with some lemon juice and microwave it for 30 seconds, and then everything should just wipe right off. And then I love this power paste. I used it earlier in the bathroom as well, but just a good cleaner. for stovetops, I feel like it gets everything off, which has been nice. And then I just take, same thing, the dish soap rag and wipe it all down just to get any of those chemicals off. This is all natural though, so it's fine for your appliances. And then remember to take your knobs off too, off the stove, because you would not believe how dirty those get after being cooked by all the time. They get pretty gross, they get pretty sticky and oily and grimy. And no, most of them just pop right off. So you can go ahead and take those off as well. Let's finish cleaning this kitchen today. The last part of the kitchen that I'm going to clean by the sink and by the cabinets is just that windowsill. This is a spot that I like to decorate a lot for Christmas, especially because I feel like I spent a lot of time here. So I'm just going to go ahead and wipe that whole area down and get it kind of ready, and get all the dust off and all the grime off. And then we'll move on to our sliding glass door and our kitchen table. I also like to use just same thing, the dish soap, and scrub those things really fast. Make sure that they're nice and clean and don't have anything in them before we go ahead and use them again. So let's tackle this and the door on the kitchen table and get those ready. I'm also going to clean the chairs really fast, make sure those have all of the food off of them and the fingerprints and the grime. And you wouldn't believe how amazing it smelled in here after it literally smelled like a Christmas tree in the kitchen after this. One last thing we're going to tackle here in the kitchen is just the walls and the baseboards. Just to make sure that there's no food stuck on there or dust on the baseboards, especially because they're white. I did notice too, it's when it's by my daughter's chair, there's always food everywhere, especially with her eating and just still learning how to eat everything. Food definitely gets spilled and drinks definitely get spilled, so there's always some kind of mess over in this corner especially. So go ahead and tackle the floors with me. We're going to do a quick vacuum and then a quick just mop over, and we will show you the finished product. I hope you enjoyed this cleaning video. I am going to post part 2 next week Sunday, and that will just be my upstairs living space, so like the bedrooms and our full bath. And if you have any other suggestions of things that you like to do before you go ahead and change over the seasons for decorations, feel free to comment them down below. I'm sure all of us mamas would love to get some kind of motivation, some help, some inspiration, and that's what I'm here to do for you. And again, do not try to get this all done in one day. It's just not possible, especially when you have a little one. Life needs you and other things need your attention. So go ahead and finish cleaning with me. I hope you have a wonderful day and a fantastic week, and we will see you on our next upload. Bye, loves.